Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the tribe. As well as those of you who are new, a big welcome. Now, I'd like to just take a few minutes and have a big thank you to you guys for moving through 2018. I'd also like to wish all of my clients and my subscribers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, keep safe. We're going to look at the aspect of your abundance, your employment, you know, how you're looking at things, perhaps what blocks are coming through, and a quick snippet of a week by week of what's happening this month. Now, the romance side of the readings are done separately, and this is the format at the moment that I'm going to be taking moving into 2019. Now, if you are needing to make a booking during the holiday season, feel free to touch base with me in the inbox and I will fit you in, especially if you have an emergency. Okay, so the energy and your mindset of what you're wanting to move towards. Now, a lot of the Venus retrograde had been getting to a point where we were summing things up. And it can be for many of us that we had some sharp lessons, some ways we were looking at things, having a real hard look at our finances and saying, okay, what do we need to do from here? How can we directly look at this situation? How can we change it? Now, your crowning energy is the Star. So you do have luck around you. You do have the Midas touch, so to speak. This is the frequency that I'm connecting with, psychically speaking. At the heart of the matter, having a disconnect connected to something. Now, it can be due to a separation through employment or being on holiday or even from an actual partner that, you know, some of these changes came about. Some of these frequencies came about. So, as I said, I'll hyperlink everything in so you understand how this is transforming. Now, the obstacles are due to holiday season. It can be that, you know, your finances are on hold at the moment, but you're meditating upon some factors of what you want to move through in 2019 with. What you can do about anything external to perhaps any blocks you have in the road is, you know, really be careful on your expenditure during the silly season. A lot of us are trying to really find something to be happy about, especially after all of the retrograde season. Do it in a different way. Do it more in a method of, you know, self-made gifts, but keep it to a correct level. Be cautious with the way you're looking at it. What you can do is control that expenditure so that at the end of the year, moving into 2019, you can go to the January sales. It just feels like you're needing something to pep you up. Now, what you're not seeing is that this holiday is actually going to give you a new vitality connected to your employment. Now, with the money sector, some of you, and I'll hyperlink it into the reading because there's a few stories going on. Now, some of you are actually looking at your work and you're assessing how far you've come, what your value is, what your worth is, and what you want to get out of the new year. Some of you are very tired and needing that downtime, and it may be that you're looking at perhaps competitors and other people and really dealing with those burdens and seeing how you can physically move forward with frequency. So it may be at the last minute, there is a last minute rush. There's also excess burdens. It can be, you know, if you're working on an hourly ratio where you're on call, it can be unexpected phone calls, as well as really getting to a point where in your employment and financial sector, there have been some excessive burn-ins. So it can be excess expenditure coming through that is directly impacting your financial situation. Now, the actions you're guided to take is really be careful. Be careful of what you're spending your money on. I'm seeing statements. So the first thing I'm seeing a flash of is a bank statement. Be careful you haven't been double docked. Now, each of these financial readings is coming through different, so it's very interesting what's coming through. Now, for your obstacles, on the other hand, how to look at things. It can be, again, as I was saying, due to a separation, you know, or something transpiring in your current relationship at work or at home. Something has been an aspect of a block. So it can be that, you know, you invested at a financial level incorrectly, or you overspent during this time, or intend to. Now, I'm going to release these readings early so that it can give you enough warning time so you can counteract and actually start doing things that is going to manage that frequency. What you can do is, how do I put it? Pride comes before a fall, I'm hearing. It doesn't mean your energy. It may mean that if you're working for somebody and you're feeling that the energy is blocking you and hindering you, it may mean that you're wishing for a happy solution and you're looking at it and thinking it's not an equal give and take. So you may spend the silly season meditating upon what you want to do in the new year. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to uproot and go. For some of you, it can be a transformative time of recuperation. Now, this frequency very much can move all the way through to February, perhaps a little bit of March, where you're moving in a way where you're recreating that new foundation with your higher frequency. On top of that, what I am getting is that, you know, if you really want to have deep insight, book a reading, but there's the look into 2019 purchasable via the website, and that's to do each zodiac sign. But March is feeling important for you guys. What you're not seeing is that you've got more power in this situation now. It might have been something around August that didn't quite get off the ground. It may be connected to a Leo. Regardless, you have the agility and strength, and it is boding well. But it's about assessing the information, having the downtime of those times during the silly season and moving into the new year, where you're setting your intentions, you're really thinking about what you're wanting and you're moving that position forward. Now, if you're finding you're clashing with your work-related dynamic or the books aren't balancing, what it's saying is you're going to really rein it back in again, and you're going to use this time to have this indulgence. Just be cautious with it as to how far that goes, but definitely check statements. Now, the actions you're guided to take is be aware of anything that might come in an excess of expenses. Be aware of your payments. Be aware of, I'm seeing missed bills, as well as be aware of what the vibration of the dynamic in the employment sector is for you, because I'm seeing that some of them are removing your strength. You know, it's taking a toll on you at an emotional level. It might at a financial level. You may feel you don't have the strength, but on the other hand, it's actually hindering a transformation. So, you know, it may be the actual delay in the holidays that is creating that, and you're really ready to get things off the ground and you're moving forward. And some of the power, so to speak, due to the planets and due to modern calendars, is putting people into a state of meditation and relax and recuperation, and not from ascension symptoms. Okay, now in your first week, try and keep on the go, but try and keep grounded, okay? Again, it can be base chakra, where you're dealing with family, with presence, with moving forward. Keep that frequency correct. Keep grounded. Use your family to directly support you. Communicate with any kin if you need that extra support in relation to it. Keep it simple though. Change it up and do something different. Now, the tools that you're going to have is definitely intuition. So connected to the actions you take with your family, perhaps at an expense ratio, or balancing work and family, the key will be using your intuition. In the second week, your sacral chakra's in reverse. Now, this is connected to your connections, your enjoyment, your emotions, your moods, goals, cravings, and being open. Now, this can impact you if everything is coming at left field when really you're being pulled in two directions. What else am I picking up from this? Your intuition's telling you what to do, but your schedule perhaps may not be negotiating with you. In the third week, I said this last time, in the third week, your intuition is feeling a little bit off. So again, it can be, like I was saying, the silly season. Use your intuition. Be very careful. You don't want this to impact your employment. Get taking some photos and then suddenly things are going a little bit pear-shaped and you're thinking, gee, you know, I really wish I didn't do that. Just be careful prior to, you know, the end of the year. It might be a New Year party wind-ups. Again, at a financial level, follow your intuition. Try and get grounded. It can be an unexpected expense that suddenly you didn't see coming in. Again, on the 4th week, situations, but it's upright. Dreams coming true, aspects of manifestation, using your intuition and feeling the anticipation. Now, even tuning into January, I'm feeling an energy of excitement, and it does feel very, how do I put it? Almost like you know what it's going to feel like, and it's super exciting, and you just need to get there. Now, it can be a date connected to a project you have underway, but you're anticipating it, and it's like you're in two energies. You're almost here, but you're definitely, you know, in the future. So you're seeing the bigger picture of a situation. Now, the supporting energy is keep your cards close to your chest. If you have any projects, you know, that you're trying to move forward, to keep that energy close to your chest and follow your intuition. Now, when it comes to the energy of support, keeping everything very balanced, keeping family, keeping money, those situations balanced during this time. You've got the base chakra, which is connected to family. You know, you may be interacting a lot more than usual. Some of you may be actually directly traveling. Keep safe. Now, what guides you? Okay, any guidance is to keep everything balanced and fair. It doesn't mean to say that if somebody spends $100 on you, that you need to spend $100. It doesn't mean that if you miss something, that is a weakness within you, okay? It is the time where we have been in a retrograde for the entire year, and the way we are sensing and feeling things is a bit fatigued and we're recovering. Now, that is transforming, but it's a temporary delay. It's a good calm before the storm, before the future, if that makes sense, in a roundabout way. Now, with these things that you're not seeing, if you do wish to tune into it more, you can go to my website. This is crazy. I'm going to pull another one for you. I've shuffled this deck so well, and a lot of us are getting this similar card coming up. There is a very good energy coming through for 2018. Now, you've got joy and stability. Again, your manifestation, I'm seeing. So it's the balancing and with your solar plexus. I feel unintentionally you've manifested something because of perhaps some of you might have experienced somebody in a romantic connection leaving you for another person. And this is a message for a snippet of you where you had to pick the pieces up. Now, the frequency I'm feeling is you've harnessed that energy inside you, and at one point I feel you were moving towards really clutching at straws. This is for some of you. Your release of the ego has actually brought in and transferred the energy into manifestation. So there's some very good frequencies coming through. Okay, now you've got this card in reverse. It's going to come quicker than you think, okay? Awaiting results. There's no waiting. There's no holding you back. Like I said, I'm feeling you're ready to reach your dreams. Some of you may have secured a new job or be moving in a particular direction just before the end of the year. It may already be lined up for you, and you're very excited and you're trying to be in the moment, but you're in two locations. So that's what I keep saying, two locations energetically. Some of you, it may be connected to travel. Others of you, it's more just that real urge and excitement that you're ready to move forward in the new year and turn over that fresh leaf, where you can start really moving your career forward, moving your abundance forward, having the balance in your life. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. again, thank you very much for following. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And I'm very, very blessed to have met so many of you. Stay tuned for 2019. It's going to be exciting. I'll be here through the whole of 2019, walking with you, growing. Hopefully you wish to share that journey with us, and I will see you next year.